maybe a pillow or a bolster, and maybe 2 blocks. So a lot of props. So run around your house and see whatever is available, and we'll be needing all of that. Okay. In case if you're an absolute beginner, do as much as you can. Don't force yourself too much. Those of you who've been practicing and who know the postures, you can go a little more deeper. Okay, you can go a little more deeper. Now, the position of the chair. Not everybody might be having a yoga chair like this. So for some of you, the chair might be higher. So when you're sitting on the chair, you might be noticing that the feet is not coming to the floor. So you need to have a cushion or a pillow. Your feet needs to be grounded on that. For some of you, the chair might be really low and you might be seeing that the knee is going below the hips. In that case, you need to raise the height of the chair by sitting or placing a cushion or a pillow. So since it's not a studio class and we don't have the proper yoga chair available with us, you have to do with whatever is available at home. So depending on what kind of chair you're using, if it is a garden chair, in all probability it is a little low. So you need to give it a little more height. If it is a dining chair, okay, dining table chair, then probably it is a little more higher, and then you need to have something under the feet. I'm going to repeat this again because a lot of my friends are watching us on FB, and it will be good. So little more adjustments are needed. Video is not clear. Is the video not clear for everybody? Guys, if the video is not clear for you, you can also log into FB because on Facebook it seems it is very, very clear. So you can just log into Facebook also. No, the curtains are down. You can't do anything about it. So he's going and there's a lot of reflection at the back, so he's going to try and fix that. So just excuse us for all this small little detailing that we are trying to adjust for you. And we'll get started in some time. Yeah, it could be because of the light outside, so we're just fixing that up. I don't want to change the orientation because then everything will just go away. Okay, the slide will be there only for 5 or 10 minutes. You can hear me nice and clear, right? So we can get started. Let us not wait. Great. Thank you. So we'll be needing a lot of props today, as I told you. So you need a chair, you need a bed sheet or a blanket, you need a cushion, pillow, and 2 blocks. So make sure you have all these props. And now come and sit on the chair. Your knees and your hips should be in one straight line. If you find that your knees are going lower than the hips, then definitely you need to raise the height of the chair. So you need to place a cushion or a pillow here. If your feet are coming up, you need to place a cushion or a pillow there. Are we ready? Okay. So let's begin. As we start, feet are pressing down firmly or sitting on the chair. For the first timers watching us on FB, don't sit like this. Okay, do not sit like this. Try to come to the little further edge of the chair. Sit straight, roll your shoulders back and down. Lift your chest up and really lower your sit bones down. Bring your palms to your heart center. And we just start with the class with 3 breaths, inhaling and exhaling with awareness. Go ahead and inhale. Exhale out. Again, inhale. Exhale out. Once more, go ahead and inhale. And exhale out completely. Now slowly open your eyes, take your hands to the sides, stretch it all the way up, look up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, look down. Repeat this. Inhale, take your hands all the way up, stretch your hands. Exhale, look down and bring your hands down. One more time. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale and then slowly bring it down. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. This time interlace the fingers and stretch the hands up. Exhale and bend to your side. Inhale, come back center. Exhale and bend on your left side. Inhale and center. Once again, bend on your right side. Inhale and center. and go ahead and bend on your left side. Inhale and center. Now really lift up the spine, stretch the spine up, and then bend on the right side. Bring the right hand down. You can hold the edge of the chair or the leg of the chair. And then you're going to start going down. Okay, I think I'll have to just change the orientation a little bit because it's cutting from the top. I think now it should be better. Now it should be better. Or maybe I'll just push the mat behind. Better? Okay, so again, take your hands all the way up. And then exhale, bend on the side. You can hold the leg of the chair. And then really stretch the left hand above and over the head. Inhale, come back all the way up to the center. Exhale and on the opposite side. Inhale once more, come back to the center. See that when you stretch on the side, you're not dropping yourself down. So just stay here. Take the hand all the way to the side and then start moving towards the side. Inhale, come back center. Exhale all the way to the left. Inhale, come back center. Exhale and release. Good. No, then the mat will not be seen. One second, guys. We're just setting this up. Sorry for all the disturbances. I hope now it is clear, much more clearer. My head and everything can be seen. I'm not sure whether my feet can be seen. If you can let me know. Is the feet visible? Feet not seen. Now, just let me know if the mat can be seen now. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And now I think the feet and the head and the face, everything can be seen. Perfect, guys. Let's continue. So we'll do a little bit of flow and we'll repeat this flow four times. So for the first time, inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, really arch your back, bringing the elbows close to the ribs. Inhale, again, stretch your hands forward, straighten your spine. And then arch your back, bring your elbows close to the ribs. One more time, inhale, stretch your arms, stretch your spine. Exhale, arch your back like you do a cat cow and bring your elbows close to the ribs. Inhale, come back all the way to the center. Exhale, take your hands to the side, lean forward and then stretch your hands back. Keep leaning forward, chin away from the chest. Inhale, take your hands forward. Exhale and take it back. Again, inhale, stretch your hands forward. Exhale and take it back. One more time. Inhale, stretch your hands forward. Exhale and stretch it back. Inhale, stretch your hands forward. This time, exhale, bring your hands down. Keep your right hand on the floor. If the hands do not touch the floor, use anything, a pillow or a cushion to place the palms on that surface. Turn to your left side and stretch your left hand up. Come back to the center, same thing on the opposite side. Left palm either going to the mat or you can keep it on a cushion or a pillow. Come back to the center. Two more times, you're going to turn on the left side. Come back center. Turn on your right, keep the chest towards the thighs. Come back center. Once more, turn on the left. And center, giving a nice twist, turn on your right. And center. Stretch the hands back, chin away from the chest. Inhale, move your hands forward, come up. Exhale and release it. We'll repeat this flow again 3 times. Inhale, take your hands up. Exhale, cactus hands, arch your back. Inhale, stretch. Again, exhale, cactus hands. Inhale, stretch. One more, cactus hands. Brings the elbows to touch your ribs. Inhale and stretch. Exhale, take your hands to the sides, lean forward, chin away from the chest and stretch your hands back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms extend forward. Exhale, take them all the way back. Again, inhale, arms extend forward. Exhale, take them back. One more time. Inhale, arms extend forward. Exhale, take them back. Inhale, arms extend forward. Exhale, bring the hands down. Right palm either reaching the floor or on any surface. Turn towards your left side, stretch your left hand up. Come back to the center, change the hand and turn on your right side. And center, turn on your left again. And center, turn on your right. And center. One more time, turn on your left. And center. Last time, turn on your right. And center. Inhale, arms back. And then slowly bring the hands forward, come up. Exhale, release your hands down. Lovely, guys. Start warming up like this, 2 more rounds. Inhale, take your hands up. Exhale, arch your back, look up, elbows close to your body. Inhale, reach your hands up, straight spine. Again, exhale. Inhale. One more time, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward, hands to the side, take your hands back, chin away from the chest. Inhale, hands forward. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, take it back. Once more, inhale, forward. Exhale, take it back. Inhale all the way forward. Exhale, bring your hands down. Inhale here, exhale, turn on your left side. Inhale down. Exhale, turn to your right. Inhale down. Exhale left. Inhale down. Exhale right. Last time. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Take your hands back. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. One last time. Now all of you know the flow. Inhale with me. Exhale, cactus hands, arch your back. Inhale, reach up, straight spine. Exhale, arch your back. Inhale, straight spine. 2 more. Exhale, arch. Inhale, straight. One more time. Exhale, arch. Inhale, stretch. Lean forward, take your hands to the side and take it back. Move the hands in the front. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, move it forward. Exhale, take it back. One more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down. Inhale here. Exhale, turn on the left. Inhale, center. Exhale on your right and center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. One more. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. Exhale and release. Beautiful. So a little movement of the shoulders and the spine. Now we're going to start moving the legs and the lower body. So you can keep the blocks or you can keep it aside. Again, inhale, stretch your hands up. Exhale, lift your heels up. So you're pressing into the balls of the feet. Don't press on the toes. Press into the balls of the feet. Exhale, bring your heels down. Bring your hands down. Stretch it back. Pressing the shoulder blades behind. Again, inhale, raise your hands up, lift your heels up and draw the knees in. Feel the back of the legs working. Exhale, bring the heels down and take your hands back. Press the shoulder blades together. One more. Inhale all the way up, nice and tall. Exhale and all the way down and back. Inhale, hands go up, lift your right leg up, point the toes. Exhale, down. Lift your hands up, lift your left knee up, point the toe. And down. One more time. Inhale, stretch, lift your knee up. Try not to dump your body down. Keep lifting the chest and the head up, straight spine. And down. Once again, inhale. Try to keep the spine straight. Don't lower it down. Keep it stretched. And down. Inhale, stretch your right leg. Point the toes, stretch your hand up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, first the leg, then the hands. Pull your abdomen in, grow tall. Exhale, down. Last time, inhale, stretch, breathe, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Again, first the leg and then the hands. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. All of this will repeat it 3 more times. Let's go. Inhale, lift up your heels, stretch your hands up. Straight spine. Exhale and down. Again, inhale, come on the balls of the feet, lift your heels up. Exhale and down. Very nice. Inhale, really grow tall. Lift up through the sides of the body. Raise your heels up. Keep the knees hugging towards each other. Exhale and down. Inhale, draw the right knee up. Point your toes. Stretch your hands up. Try not to dump your lower back down. Keep that length in the spine. Exhale and down. Inhale and lift up. Straight and strong. Feel it in the lower abdomen. Exhale and down. And again, inhale, lift up, feel it in the hip flexors. Exhale and down. Inhale, straight, tall spine, lift it up. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale, lift it up, knee goes higher than the hip. Exhale, down. Last time, inhale, your arms, your shoulders working. Exhale, down. Now inhale, stretch your right leg, take your hands up. Draw your abdomen in, navel towards the spine. Exhale and down. Inhale, left leg up, straighten your arms up. Lift the spine up. Exhale and down. Feel the work in the quads. Inhale, stretch, breathe, point your toes. Exhale, down. Last time, inhale, stretch, stretch your hands, breathe. Exhale and down, and relax. Good. 2 more times. Breathe, straighten your spine. See that you're not dumping your lower back down and releasing your spine down. One more time. Inhale, come up on the balls of the feet, lift your heels up. Feel it in your calf muscles. Notice the sensations in the legs. Exhale, down. Again, inhale, come up. Keep the knees pointing forward. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale, lift up, stretch. Breathe. Exhale, down. Now inhale, you're going to lift your knee up, point your toes. Feel it in the lower abdomen. Exhale, down. Again, inhale. It looks simple, but you and I who are doing it, you know how much work it is. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale, lift up, feel your hip flexors working. And down. Left leg, point your toes, stretch your hands. And down. Once more. Inhale, lifting it up, straight, straight, straight. And down. Last time. Inhale, lift up, stay, breathe. And down. Straight spine, stretch your right leg, point your toes, hands go up. Exhale, down. Pause the leg and then the hands, stretch. Breathe. And down. 2 more. Inhale, stretch, breathe. And down. Left leg, stretch, draw the abdomen in and down. Last time, everybody. Inhale, stretch, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Left leg, don't give up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Take a moment, place your palms on your thighs, and we'll do one last time. I can feel a little bit of heat and warmth in the body. I hope you can too. One last time, inhale, come up on the balls of the feet. And this time, don't keep the ball of the foot lightly. Really press the ball of the foot down, lift the heels up and notice the back of the legs working. The more you press down, the more you feel the muscles recruiting. Exhale and down. So one way is just to lift the heels up without really pressing the ball of the foot. You will not feel anything in the calf muscles. Another way is really pressing the ball of the foot down, and you will feel it more. You will feel the muscles are engaged and recruited. So second time, inhale and really press the ball of the feet down, draw the navel back towards the spine, take the arms further behind the ears. Exhale and down. And again, inhale, 3 checkpoints. Pressing the ball of the feet down, knees pointing forward, belly hugging in, shoulders back. 4 checkpoints. Exhale and down. Now inhale, lift your right knee higher than the hip, point the toes. Try not to lean back and down. Again, inhale, this will help you in your Navasana. If you struggle with your Navasana, this will help you. Exhale and down. Again, inhale, stretch, 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 breathe and down. Inhale, really work on the hip flexors. Feel your lower abdomen and down. Last time. Inhale, lifting it, breathe, stay. Exhale down, keep smiling. Inhale, left knee up, breathe, stretch the sides of the body. Exhale down. Sitting up tall and straight, shoulders roll back, stretch your right leg, point your toes, extend your arms up. Exhale, bring the leg and the hand down. Inhale, left leg up, arms reaching up. Exhale and down. Last 2, inhale, stretch, take your arms up. Exhale and down. And take your left leg forward, stretch your hands, hold it. Exhale and all the way down. Beautiful, guys. Now, from here, keep the feet almost as wide as the legs of the chair. Bring your body forward. Okay, lean on those legs. Bring the hands in between the feet and then slowly allow the body to go down. Stay here and breathe. I'll just turn my chair so that you all can have a better view. So what I did, in case if you did not get it, my feet are as wide as the legs of the chair. And then I lean forward and then I'm bringing my palms in between the knees, hugging the arms, the triceps with my knees, and then lowering the head down. Stay here for 10 counts. Improving your forward bend. Stay here, you can bend the elbows a little more. If your body can slide down a little further. Stay here for 10, 9, 8, everybody going down, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep improving your forward bend, 2, keep that length in the spine, and 1, chin away from the chest, pressing the feet on the floor, inhale, slowly come up, exhale and release. Now you're going to bring the legs close to each other, your ankles are right under the knees, sit up straight and tall. Now stretch the right hand all the way up, take the right hand on the top of the chair, stretch and lengthen the left side of the body and twist to the right side. Your knees are not going to turn to the left. Keep the knees facing forward, draw your abdomen in and turn from the navel to the right side. Sit tall and straight, your chin is parallel to the floor, you're not dumping the chest or the head down. So really find that length and stretch in the spine, push the ribs forward slightly and twist on your right side. Draw the navel in towards the spine, that will support your back beautifully. Use your left hand to twist more. So you're using this to push the body to the right a little bit more. Holding it here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, as you exhale, look in the front, and then slowly turn your chest to the front, stretch your hands. Exhale and come down. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, extend the hands up, really lifting the sides of the body. And then from here, take your left hand on the top of the chair. Right hand, you just press it against or, across that leg. Draw the navel in and turn and twist. Try not to collapse the body. Keep the shoulders wide and broad. Knees are facing forward. Navel is in. Turn towards your left side and be here for 10 counts. Keep breathing for 10. 9, 8, get a nice twist in your spine, 7, 6, keep looking forward, 4, don't drop your head or your chest, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale slowly forward, reach your hands all the way up, exhale and release. Once again, we are going to lean our body forward, take our hands back, improving our forward bends. Stay here. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly reach your hands up. One more twist coming up. Last time we did a seated twist. Now we do a twist with a forward bend. So from here, really stretch and lengthen the right side of the body. Turn your body towards the left side. Try to hook your arm over and across the left knee. Okay? So I'm using this arm as a lever to rotate my chest towards the left. My left hand goes all the way back to the chair and I'm holding the chair. My head leaning forward. So my head is not leaning to the side. So I take the top of the head towards the front. Chest opens out to the left. Feel the work on the right side of the body as you twist deeper. Stay here for 5, 4. Keep using your right hand to push the chest. See, the chest is in. This is not a favorable place. You need to push the chest up. Okay, really open up to the left side. 2 and 1. Look down towards your knees, towards your toes, and then slowly come up. Extend your hands. Exhale and down. Same thing on the other side. So you're going to stretch the left side of the body. Really find the length in the side, and then twist. Take the arm over and across the knee. The lower the shoulders can come, the better. If you're here, it is not so much of a deep forward bend and a twist. So go into the forward bend, get the shoulders across the knee, hold the back of the chair with your right hand, and then use this hand to open up the chest to the right side. Knees are pointing forward. The top of the head, crown of the head is facing towards the camera. Get a nice twist in the body. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, look down at the toes. Take your hands all the way up. Exhale and release. Now you will need a prop, either a pillow or a cushion or a block. I have a block, I'm using a block. If you don't have a block, just use any pillow or a cushion. Same thing, but this time we are going to extend the arms so that the shoulders and the collarbones also expand a little further. Okay, same twist. Inhale, right hand goes up, really reaching, lifting the sides of the right side. Lean forward and then hook your arm over and across. And see how I'm snuggling my chest out. Now from here, your hand will go on the block. So try to stretch. It may touch the block or anything that you have down, or it may not. And then stretch the top hand up. And then really turn the chest towards the left side. Feel the work in the right side of the body as you're twisting towards the left. Head is not dropping down. Lift your head up. Look towards the left side. Draw the navel in and hold this deep twist in your spine, in your sides. Hold it for 5. Do not hold the breath. Please keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bring the hands forward. Stretch your chest and your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Take the block or any prop that you're using on the opposite side now. This time, inhale, stretch and find length on the left side of the body. Once again, lean forward, hook. So see what I'm doing? I'm using this hand on the leg so that I can twist more. So you can do that also. So you can really use this to twist. Now your left hand reaches down. It may touch the object or the prop that you have kept. It may not. And then twist on the right side. First twist. Get the maximum twist that your body can do at this point. And then reach with your right hand up. Stay here and breathe and feel the work on the left side of the body. The more you draw and engage the abdomen, the more support you will feel in the spine. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look down towards the floor. Release your right hand. Stretch your hands up. Exhale and come down. Take a moment. Place your palms on the thighs. Sit up straight and tall. And just allow the breath and the sensations in the body to come back to normal. Take 1 or 2 long and deep breaths. A lot of twists in today's class. Now from here, you're going to keep your feet apart. So draw your feet wide apart. Allow the knees to turn out. That can happen if you turn the toes out. So don't have the toes facing forward and the knees facing forward. Turn the knees and the toes out. You're getting a stretch in the inner thighs, in the groin area. Slightly sit back, okay, but not leaning back. Slightly sit back and then pull forward and down. You might have to adjust, moving a little forward or back. See what works best for you. For me, a little forward is good. Now your ankle should be right under the knee. The knee is opening out to the side. It's not pointing forward, it's not buckling in. So open the knees to the side. Instantly you will feel your inner thighs getting a good stretch. Stay here with your head and chest forward. This is the first option, so you all can stay here. For some of you, even here, if your hands are not reaching the floor, please keep a pillow or a cushion under the palms. This is the first option. Some of us can stay with this. If some of us want to go deeper, start lowering the body down, bending the elbows. Okay, if those of you who want to go further deep, allow the head and the chest to go down, and then you can even take your hands all the way back, fingers turned away from the body, and stay here. You're going to stay here for 10 counts, stay here for 10. If you have reflux, don't go so deep. If you feel it here, if there's a reflux, don't go so deep. Otherwise, go deep, take your hands all the way back, and stay, and breathe for 10. Keep lengthening the spine. Do not round your back as you go forward and down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bring your hands close to the feet. Lift your head and chest up, and then slowly come up. Next one can be a little dicey depending on what kind of a chair you have. See and do your best. So I'm slightly moving back, and this time I'm going to fold my right foot and place it against my left thighs. Okay? Like a Janu Shirshasana, only difference is this leg is not stretched forward. So I do a little bit of external rotation in the hip, opening up the hips. Inhale, stretch your hands all the way up. Exhale, left hand holds the leg of the chair, the front leg of the chair. Keep that stretch in the spine and then start leaning down to the side. Do not push your chest in like this. Chest nice and open, and take a side twist. Don't drop your head on the shoulders. Stay here. Try to press your right knee down, and this knee will tend to roll out. Keep it at the center. Your left big toe should be pressing on the floor. Inhale, come back to the center, and then exhale, do the same thing on the opposite side. You can hold the back leg of the chair if that helps. Good. Inhale, come back all the way to the center. Exhale, reach forward into a forward bend. Bring your hands down. Allow the chest and the head to be parallel to the floor. And feel a little bit of stretch in the right hip if you're giving an external rotation there. Breathe. Good. Keep lengthening the spine forward. We will need it for the next posture. And then inhale, slowly raise your hands, come up. Now from here, we are going to twist. So from here, you're going to twist. So you're going to go into a forward bend. Take this arm over and across this knee, and then left hand on the chair, and we are twisting. This can be a little deep for some of us. Do it mindfully. You can watch me if you don't understand what I'm doing. I'll once again go into the pose if you didn't get it. So I stretched the right side of the body. I did a forward bend. And then I pushed this leg with my left hand. Brought this arm over. Left hand on the top of the chair. And then I'm turning my head and my chest to the left side. Go deep with this twist. Stay. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look forward. Inhale, stretch your hands up. Exhale, bring it down. Slowly, gently release it. Take a moment, breathe, and then we'll repeat all of this on the left side. So today is a lot of work in the class, okay? It's not just fun and play. So today, really working deep with the chair. So bringing your left foot on the chair, keeping the right leg nicely bent on the knee. Inhale, take your hands up. Exhale, first bend on the right side. Your hand can hold the leg of the chair, supporting you to go deeper. See how I'm pulling my torso away from the hip. So I'm really stretching the sides of the body. So really pull the torso away from the hip. You will understand this action in another posture that we're doing later in class. So I'm not staying here and I'm just not bending. I'm pushing this away from the hip. See this sliding action. So pushing this part away from the hip and then bending to the side. Pulling the right shoulder back. Coming back to the center, stretch your hands. Exhale on the other side. Again, what I'm not doing is, I'm not keeping my waist close to the hip and then just stretching the upper body. And pushing my waist away from the hip. Do you see that length? So not down and then just stretching the upper chest. No. So I'm really pulling the waist away from the hip, really lengthening through the entire length of the side and then going to the sides. Small little thing, but makes a lot of difference in the posture. And then come back all the way to the center. Exhale, lean your body forward, bring your hands down. Stay here. You can also hold the legs of the chair and keep bringing the head and the chest down. Keep bringing it down. Stay, breathe. After a little adjustment for my foot, keep going down, breathe. Last 5, 4, you can even bring the hands inside. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up. Let's do the last one here, the twist. So really lengthen the left side of the body. Use the hand on the right side and then twist. One side will be different from the other. So some of you might still be here. Even the elbow might not go across the knee. That is okay. And for some of you, if you're really open on the hips, you will find that more and more triceps are going across. Turn the chest towards the side and stay here and breathe. Draw the navel in. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look forward. Inhale, reach with your hands up. Exhale and slowly down. Release the leg down. Give it a little shake. And now we'll come up into standing. I hope everybody is doing good. Everybody is doing great. Okay. So now come up into standing. Turning the chair so that the seat of the chair is towards you. Okay. Bring the hands down on the seat of the chair. Walk your legs back. Bend the knees, push your buttocks out, stretch the spine. You might have to adjust the distance between the chair and the feet. So do that, bend the knees, push the buttocks out, and then from there, straighten the legs and go into a nice deep forward bend. Push the thighs back, pull your abdomen in, and curl the triceps in. Hold it for 5, 4, no giving up, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bend the knees, and then slowly come up. From here, place your right foot on the top of the chair. Okay? Place your right foot on top of the chair. Bring your hand on the top of the chair. And then just hop or jump your left leg back. Come on the ball of the left foot. So lifting the left heel up. And then watch my hip. Now I'm going to push my hip towards the chair. But when I do that, I do not take my front knee over the ankle. I still want the shins 90 degrees to the chair. So if the knee is crossing the ankle, that means your straight leg is too close to the chair. So walk it back and now push the hip forward. And stay with a straight line. Try to lower your hips down, getting a deep stretch on the left thighs, on the front of the left thighs. No pressure on the right knee. The right knee will feel the pressure if the knee crosses the ankle. Right now I'm feeling the stretch in my hips and I'm feeling the stretch in my front of the left thigh. Stay there and breathe. And now from here, take the hands off, take the support of the hands and stay here. Feel the legs working. Stay with the legs working for 5, 4, left leg is straight, don't bend the knee, pull it straight. 2, and 1. Bring the hands on the chair, on the ground, and then slowly release this leg down. Just move your heels up and down, and then do the same thing on the other side. Left leg on the top of the chair. As you notice, the knee is way behind the ankle as I begin the pose. And then I move my body forward. I hold the top of the chair. Now at this point, if I push my hip forward, definitely my knee will cross over the ankle, which I don't want. So from here, I'm going to have to slide my right leg back. So I'm taking my right leg back. Now when I bring the hip closer to the chair to stretch the front of my right thigh, my knee still stays stacked above the ankle. Okay? So maybe I'll just show it once more if you've not done it already. I start here. I bring the hand on the top of the chair. As I said, if I push my hip forward, my knee will cross the ankle. So now I need to hop or slide my right leg back and down. And then I push my hip forward. I can even lower my hips, but I don't bend the right knee. My right knee is straight. I'm pressing in the ball of the right foot so that I can pick that right knee back. Stay here and breathe. Stay strong. Look forward. And then if it is possible, extend your hands back. So you're on the legs completely, really strengthening the legs. Do this for the strength of your legs. For 5, 4, very good everybody. 3, don't give up. 2, and 1. Inhale, bring the hands on the seat of the chair. Step this leg forward. Bring the top leg down. Just move your knees or walk your heels up and down. Now from here, move your chair on one corner of the mat completely. I am moving it to my right, okay? Step your right foot on the chair. What tends to happen if you're tight on your inner thighs, that your pelvis goes back and the chest is forward. Don't allow that to happen. Keep the pelvis and the chest or the shoulders in one line. Now keep this knee open out. Left foot is turned and facing towards you. Stretch the hand all the way up. Remember, pelvis not back. So if I have to show you here, so if I'm here on the chair, so pelvis back, no, the pelvis forward. So pelvis should not go back, pelvis forward, same thing. So draw the pelvis forward, everybody. Reach up with the sides of the body. Exhale, bend on your right side, keeping the arms parallel to each other. Stay here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to the center. Now from here, we're going to go a little more deeper. Exhale, go towards the right knee. Bring the right hand down. Almost like the shoulder and the knee are in one line. And then stretch the top hand above and over the head, but take the hand behind the ears. Stay here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, keep going down, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back all the way to the center. Exhale, release your hands down. Now we're going to go on this side. Now there are 2 ways to bend on the left side. One way is that my shoulder is above the hip and then I'm just bending here. So what is happening, only this part is getting the bend. I want the entire spine to stretch. So for this, what I have to do a slicing action. So how you slice? So you're slicing the upper body away from the hip. Do you see this action? So if I keep this part intact like this and then I bend sideways, it's only this part which is working. I want the entire part to work. Here? So I'm going to slice my body towards the left as though I'm reaching to the left. Already feel the body already working. So watch again, not from here. So you're not bending from here. First, you're sliding or slicing the upper body to the left side. Turn the left palm and then take your right arm above and over with both the hands parallel. And really feel your body working strongly. Stay here, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale and release. Staying here, you're going to turn to face the chair. Your same leg, the right leg is on the chair. You're going to turn the hips and the chest to face the chair. And then from here, inhale, extend the hands. Exhale, first just turn the spine. Turn the spine. And then use your left hand across the right leg to twist your body a little bit more. And then hold it. Draw the navel in. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, turn back towards the chair. Exhale, bring your hands down. If the chair is not very high, see if you want to do it. If the chair is very high, just put a cushion or a pillow on the seat of the chair and stretch your leg. But the top of the chair is your favorable to bring the right foot on the top. Remember, if it is a dining table chair, it might be very high. Then you might have to keep it down. Okay? So what you're going to do is, you're going to keep your right leg on the top of the chair. Inhale, stretch your hands up. Really grow tall. And then exhale, twist on the right side and hold it here. Stay here. Keep the right hip down in line with your left hip. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up to the center. Exhale, hands down. Holding your leg, bring it on the seat of the chair and then bring it down. We'll do all of this on the other side. So I'm going to turn the chair to the side. Okay, seat of the chair is facing towards me. Now I bring my left foot on the top of the chair. My foot is right under the hip. So I'm not stepping my foot out like this, see. So my foot is right under the hip, my pelvis forward. So the navel is pointing up, the navel is not pointing down. So pelvis forward, inhale, stretch your hands. Exhale, just lean towards your left side, both the arms are parallel. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, again lean towards the bent leg. This time bring your left hand down and see if you can take the shoulders down. Stretch the side of the body, take your right hand behind the ear. Draw your abdomen in and stay here. You can lower your left shoulder further down to go deep into that side stretch. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly come back to the center. Release your hands down. Remember that sliding action that we did on the side? So from here, reach your hands to the side and slide your body to the right. So you're not again doing a side bend, staying with the shoulder and the hip in one line. You're sliding the chest and the shoulder and the waist away, and then you're taking the right palm facing up, left palm facing down. Go into the side body stretch. Stay here and breathe. 5, 4, 3, keep breathing. 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, release. Feel the work in the side body. Now turn your right foot. The toes of the right foot is facing the chair, and your hip and your chest is facing the chair also. Breathe. Inhale, stretch your hands up. Exhale, first turn your body towards your left leg. Twist it out, breathe. Then take your right hand. Use that as a lever to push the spine to a twist more. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to the center, stretch your arms. Exhale, bring it down. Either you keep the leg on the chair. If it is too low, place a cushion or a pillow. If you can bring it on the top of the chair, take it on the top of the chair. So I'm going to take my left leg on the top of the chair, turning my right hip. See, right now my right hip is turning towards the camera. I want my right hip to turn towards the chair. Inhale, stretch your hands up, grow tall. Exhale, twist on your left side. Stay here, breathe, hold it for 5, 4, don't give up. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale and release. Very nice. Coming all the way back, release. We do a little slight back bend and then we'll go on to do more twists. So sit on the chair and hold the two corners of the chair. I forgot to say this. If you have a wall space, maybe you can push the chair back to the wall so that you have a good support of the wall. Especially for this one, if you don't have control, the chair might roll back. Okay? So just be very, very careful. You can push the chair, the back of the chair against a wall. So what I'm doing is I'm really pushing the chair down so that the chair does not fall back. You can watch me once and then do. So don't do it. My heel is lifted on the leg of the chair, but I have control because my ball of the foot is on the floor. Now I'm pressing the chair down, lifting up, straightening my leg, rolling the shoulder blades together and getting into a back bend. Did you see that? Okay. So if you're not sure, please push your chair against a wall. If you're not sure, keep your feet on the floor. It might help. Because this action of lifting the heel up might push and topple the chair back. We don't want that to happen. The action has to come from the pelvis moving forward. So with my hands, I press the chair down. I stretch the spine, then I straighten my legs, draw the shoulder blades together, and then look up. And then stay here. I hope everybody's got this. And then stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly and gently coming back to the center, bringing the feet down on the floor. Bring your hands on the knees and the thighs. Take a moment. Good. Moving on to the twist. Once again, coming up. I'm going to take my chair back to the side. Now from here, we are going to take I'm going to take my left leg forward, right leg back. Lifting the right heel up, and I'm bending my left leg like I would do in a lunge. So don't stay here. See the hip and the knee. Try to lower the hips down. You have to move your leg back a little more to create space. Now from here, reach up with your right hand, twist on the left side. Hold the leg of the chair. If you cannot hold the leg of the chair, you can, I think. So hold the leg of the chair and stretch this hand up, lower the hips down. Stay here and breathe. Get a nice twist, breathe. Chest facing the screen, not facing the floor. So the chest is not down. Turn the chest to face the floor. Hips not lifted, hips down. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to the center. Stretch the front leg. Okay, stretch the front leg. Keep a good distance between the front and the back leg. Push the hips back and allow the head to come down towards the chair. Now the chest is not in between the center. The chest is over the left leg. You can either keep the hands on the chair. You can keep your forearms on the chair. If it's possible, you can go all the way down. Stretch and bring the head and the chest on the left knee. Stay here and breathe into this beautiful stretch. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now slowly bend the front leg. Bring the hands on the top of the chair. Step your left leg slightly forward. Okay, step your left leg slightly forward. Now from here again, you're going to bring your right forearm on the top of the chair. Push this hip back, okay? Do not take this hip forward. Push this hip back, bring the right hip forward and turn the chest towards me. So the chest facing down, see this? Slight bend in the front leg is okay. First, turn the chest completely towards me by pressing into the right forearm. The more you use your right forearm, you can use that as a lever to turn and twist the chest towards me. Now see if you can stretch the front leg. Some of us will stay here. This will be enough for some of us. Both the legs are straight. See that straight line from the hip to the shoulder. Some of us will stretch the hand. Parivrtta Trikonasana. Stay here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back, bend the front leg, come back to the center. Take your time, breathe. That could have been a deep one. Last one on the same side. So from here, you're going to shift your weight forward into the front leg. So in my case, it is my left leg. So shift your weight into the front leg, lift your back leg up, okay? Stretch your hands. Everybody got that? So stretch your hands. Now bring the right palm to the center of the chair. Keep your arms straight. And then start turning towards the camera again. Breathe. You can stay here or you can extend this arm. Okay? Parivrtta half Ardha Chandrasana with the chair. Stay and breathe. Hold it. Don't give up. 5, 4. It's easy because the hands don't have to go down to the floor so much. 3. In the actual Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana, your hands are on the floor. 2 and 1. Bring it all the way down. Bring the leg close to each other and just move your heels up and down, releasing the back of the legs, your hips, your buttocks. All of this, we'll do it on the other side. So from here, so that you can have a better view, and turning the chair on this side, you can keep the chair on the same side. So stay breathing. Start with your right leg in the front, left leg back. Breathe. A good distance between the front and the back leg. See where my hip is? My hip has to go down. The hip and the knee has to come in one line. So if you keep the hips up, you're not getting that work in the body. So really lower. Now stretch the left side of your body and bring the arm across. Grab hold of the leg of the chair. You might have to move your body forward a little. So really take this twist, grab, lower the hips, and then stretch the chest and the hand. You can keep your hand on the hip. If it works, you can stretch it out. Stay for a good 6 counts. 1, don't lift your hips up. 2, but keep the back knee lifted. 3, 4, feel how your abdomen is getting a good massage as it is pressing against the thigh. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center. Keep the same distance between the legs. And then from here, bend the front leg, push your hips back. And then slowly straighten both the legs. Keep the back heel lifted. Either you just bring the forearms on the chair and be here. Keep pushing the right hip back, left hip forward, squaring your hips. This can be enough first option for many of us. For some of us, you can take your hands all the way down to the legs of the chair and you can fold your body over the front leg. Second option. Keep both the legs straight. Breathe and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the front leg, slowly come up. Minimize the distance between the 2 legs, bringing the back leg slightly forward. Bend the front knee, push your hips back, nice and strong. Coming into Parivrtta Trikonasana. Now from here, bring your left forearm on the top of the chair. Front leg is slightly bent. Chest is facing towards the chair. Now my right hand comes on the hip and first I rotate my spine completely. So rotate your spine and then push the leg straight. You can stay here. If this works, you can extend the hand up. I'm really pressing firmly on my left forearm, but I'm not dumping or resting my head on the shoulder. Lifting it up, stay. Push the hip back. Don't let the hip come forward. Push the hip back and breathe. Turn the chest towards the camera. Keep both the legs straight, like a weave, like a scissor. 5, 4, 3, don't give up. 2, and 1. Bend the front leg, slowly come back towards the chair. Now from here, you're going to lean on your front leg. So lean your body weight on the front leg, lift your left leg up. See that one hip does not go higher than the other. Keep both the hips squared. Keep your left palm on the center of the chair. Turn your body to the right side. You will feel it in the glutes and the leg. Stretch the hand if it's possible. Flex the foot at the back. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3. Strong punch for your legs and for your glutes. 2, and 1. Slowly release and shake your legs out. Take your legs all the way back and just come into a gentle forward bend. Breathe and stay. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly come up. Good. Last 2 postures. We're almost done. I'll just do a time check. Yeah. So we've got time for the last 2 postures. Now for this one, this is a beautiful opening for the back. Some of you might need to put a bed sheet on the top of the chair. Some of you also might need to have a cushion or a pillow towards the head, not towards the front. Again, I'll demonstrate it. Watch first and then do it, okay? What we are doing is a back bend, especially to really open up the thoracic, the upper back, okay, the upper chest area. So you're going to sit in Vajrasana, right? Now the seat of the chair is almost at my base of my shoulder blades. And then from here, you're going to lean back. Remember, you can have a cushion or a block or something. Watch, my hips are up. I will hold the chair and the whole thing is then to lower my hips down. So I'll just adjust the distance. So the more the hips stay on the heels, the better it is. So in the beginning, you might be here. You have to push the hip down, and that will increase the curvature in the spine. See how? If my hips are up, it is not arched. But the more my hips go down, the more opening I get in the chest area. Okay? For some of you, it might be very challenging. You might have to have a little more height towards the head. So depending on different bodies, we can modify it. Where is the edge of the chair? The edge of the chair is right here. Okay? For women, it is the bra strap. So that is where the edge of the chair will be, and you are going to lean back. You might need something on the head, under the head, do that. But try to push the hips towards the heel, increasing the arch in the back. Really getting the thoracic spine, the chest area to feel the opening. If you feel comfortable, then you don't need something under the head. You can take it out and you can feel a little more opening. Stay. I hope everybody's understood this posture. Yeah? If you're not getting it, just elevate. Keep elevating. Then it will happen. The more deep you want, the more lower your head and your chest should come. I'll show you again. You're sitting in Vajrasana. The edge of the chair is coming at the, you call it the shoulder blades, at the base of the shoulder blades. For us to understand better, for women, it is your strap. And then maybe the head does not reach. You might need to have something under the head. Pull the edges of the chair if you have that kind of a chair. In the beginning, hips might come up. Slowly, gently start lowering the hips down. If it's very challenging, some of you can even keep a cushion in between the leg and the hips. That might help. So we're going to stay here for some time. So do the pose, and we're going to stay here for 10 counts. I hope everybody is doing it with the modifications that I have given. Lots of modifications. Do 1, 2, keep breathing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Slowly come up. Take your moments. Stay in a neutral spine. Sit in Vajrasana. And then draw the knees apart. Keep the big toes at the back touching. Hips pressing down. Just go down and stay here for a few seconds. Slowly come up. Last one, please watch. Let me demonstrate it and then you do it. If you have wall space, I highly recommend that you push your chair against the wall. I will show you 2 ways to get into the pose, and I'll show you 2 variations what we will be doing here. Okay? You can keep a bed sheet on the top of the chair or here. You need a bolster or 2 or 3 pillows here. So if you've never done this, it's a supported shoulder stand. Start low. Not a very good way to start, but still you can. So you can start low. So what you do here is, you bring your legs up on the chair, okay? Or else you have to do it without the bolster. So I'll show you 2 ways to do it. So one is, you bring yourselves close to the chair. Please keep a chair against a wall. It will be easy. Hold the legs of the chair. Okay? Push the chest up. So the chest down, push the chest up. And now pressing the heel onto the floor, lift your hips up, take your legs on the top, draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Stay here. Okay? You're going to just stay here. Stay here for 2 to 3 minutes, lifting the body up, and then you can just bring your feet down, push yourself slightly back, and keep the legs wide to relax. Some of you who have done it in the class with me and who know how to do it, watch. I'm going to show you 2 postures here, so not one. So from here, we take the leg up. First we come down. See, we fall because we try to go down here. That's not the right thing. First, lower your back, take your hands down, and then come down. The shoulder is on the bolster, the head is behind the bolster. And then you hold the back edge of the chair, stretch your hands. This is the first one. Second one, I want you to keep your sacrum on the chair and lift your legs up like Vipreet Karni. I want you to do this like Vipreet Karni. Okay, but first, here. So everybody come in this posture. If you don't want to do it with the chair, do this on the floor. Just raise your legs up, go to the wall and lift your hips up like you do your regular Sarvangasana. So if you don't know how to do it with the chair and if you cannot follow, just do your regular Sarvangasana with the wall, lifting the hips up. Press the chest to the chin, keep your body active. Notice how I'm holding the chair leg, okay, and drawing the shoulder blades towards each other. Close your eyes. There is no compression in my neck. My shoulders are resting on the bolster and the head is behind. So there is a lot of space at the neck. Remember, if you don't want to do this on the chair, do it on the floor against a wall. And now those of you who can, pressing the sacrum on the chair, raise both the legs up. Okay, this also, watch the arch in my back. So it is creating a lot of length and space in the lower back and good for the flexibility of the lower back. So notice how the arch is there in my lower back as I do this. Stay here. Last 5 seconds. Slowly take your legs back on the top of the chair. One foot on the seat of the chair. Bring the hands out, hold the chair. Bring the other foot on the chair and then slide yourself back. Your bolster or the pillow should come at your lower back, at your sacrum. Keep your feet apart and just rest yourself here. See that you're not locking the skin on the floor. So move your head and chest slightly back, keep your feet apart and just relax. If this does not feel comfortable, you might just take it out, keep the hips under the knees, legs apart, and that will release your spine beautifully. So just keep your hands here, breathe, do little adjustments, whatever your body needs. And this is your Shavasana. So keep your chin to the chest and hugging in. Take long, deep breaths in and out. Release the back completely on the floor. See that your lower back is really pressing down, and that will release the back stiffness, discomfort from the lower back completely. Now, without lifting the head up, just turn your head to one side and then to the other. Just draw both your knees towards your chest, wrap your arms around the knees. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Roll over to one side. And come up to a seated. Sit up straight and tall. Any comfortable seated posture. You can take full Padmasana, half Padmasana, or just general Sukhasana. Whatever works for you. Keep your spine straight. And notice the difference in your body. Definitely you feel that somebody has pulled and you find more length and space created in the body. You feel more light in the upper body. Definitely. Yeah. Keep your chin slightly tucked in. Don't flare your head out. Bring your palms to your heart center. We'll end the session with 3 Om chantings. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Wrap the palms. And then place it over your eyes. Thank you. Though we've done the relaxation, but some of you, if you want, you will feel that your body has really opened up a lot. And if you want to do some deep back bend, even chakrasana or something, you can actually try it on the mat. Because your body, it will support you. Because the body is really there. So if you want to do some kind of a deep back bends, do it. And you will find that your body easily is getting into that back bend because of all the work that you've done with the chair. Thank you so much. I hope it was done properly. I don't know with whatever chair you had, how much you could manage. But thank you for staying with me and practicing with us. 2 announcements before we end the session. Saturday, we've got 108 Surya Namaskar, and this is for all our Facebook viewers also. Join us for 108 Surya Namaskars on Saturday, 7 to 8:15 a.m. Don't worry if you 108 you cannot do. It will be 54 rounds. Right and left is 1 round, so 54 rounds. That way it is 108. Even if you can do 20, 30, it is okay, but do join us on Saturday for 108 Surya Namaskars. Okay? We will be leading it, guiding it, and it will be very easy for you to follow and to do. The other announcement, next Monday, which is 25th, on popular demand, we are starting another round of pranayam session. It will be for 21 days, led by me. It will be